on how to go ahead and compile RPX, the Roblox FPS Unlocker. I will specifically go through this because my son used FPS Unlocker when he's playing Roblox, and he wanted a couple of more options within the Unblocker application itself. So I took the source code, I recompiled it, and I thought it'd be interesting to show how I went ahead and did that. So to start off, we're going to need Visual Studio. So go ahead and look for Visual Studio. You'll need, it might work on earlier versions, but let's just go with version 2019. So go ahead and download the community version of Visual Studio 2019. I've just clicked and run that installer, and it comes up with one of the first screens is this, which says what are the sort of environments that you're going to be building. For today, we're going to be building desktop development with C++. This package is C++ application. As you can see here, it requires 7.5 gig. So go ahead and click install with that, and let that go ahead and run through. We'll see that kick itself off. This has got reasonably fast connection to the internet, so we should see that download fairly quickly. In the meantime, I've gone ahead and we'll browse to this specific this GitHub repository. Go to code and go download zip. When you do that, go ahead and click save file. So we want to save that file to the local disk. The main files that we're going to go ahead and touch today, I think they were in settings.cpp. And let's just have a look here if we can show it. Yep, so here we go. So really all we're going to do is once we've opened this code in Visual Studio, we're going to open settings, CPP. There's effectively like a vector or a list of the FPS values that come up. You can see here, those are the values that will come up. So when you have that widget running, you see it down in the control panel down here, taskbar down here, and you can usually select those specific numbers to limit or push high the FPS that this application allows you to change to. This might take a couple of minutes, so I might go ahead and pause the video at this point and pick up once that's completed install. Okay, so we're at the point now where Visual Studio has gone ahead and it's installed. You don't need to go ahead and register. Pick the theme that you like and start up Visual Studio. Now I've gone ahead and I've downloaded those specific files to the downloads directory, which exists here. I'm just going to uncompress that back into the downloads folder. Just to make that clear, I'll go ahead and delete all the rest of the files. So if you can see here, that's the source code for that application. So once Visual Studio is open, we're going to open a project or solution. And the solution we're going to go ahead and open will be the FPS Unlocker solution, so that's a solution file. Don't worry about this warning. So from this point here, we can see all of the specific files and the source files that make up that application. As I said earlier, the file we're going to edit is settings.cpp. So we'll go ahead and we'll open that file. Scroll down to where we see these values here. And just to do this once and demonstrate, I'll go ahead and we'll build that solution. I'm not going to worry about whether or not I output this to the debug folder or to set up anything to do with the production builds. We'll just go ahead and build it. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit bigger. We can see here that it did go ahead and compile that correctly. If we go back in here, we'll see x64 debug folder, and there's the application itself. So that's the application that we went ahead and built. Go ahead and double click that. And we'll start up that application. And this is the application that you've seen before if you've used it, and you can see there's the FPS cap there. So I'll go ahead and I'll exit that application. When you run it that first time, it does deploy this settings file. So I'll delete that just so that we can start fresh again. Notice that time is 3:20 p.m. So if you want to change some of those FPS settings, let's just say we want to do a 1, 5, 10, 15, a 30, we'll do a 50, and a 100. So you can pick whatever you want to for that. Go ahead and save that, and we'll go build solution again. That will go, it'll compile really quickly that time. It says here unreferenced local variable. Don't worry about that, just a warning. We'll probably fix that. What is it? Line 133. Settings of CPP, let's see. 133. Oh, that's just because there's nothing being happened with that exception, so that's fine, whatever. So now we'll go ahead and we'll see that, yes, we can see that was recompiled 321. Go ahead and we'll run that application. We'll look down in our taskbar, we'll see that there's our application. The FPS cap now has all the additional FPS rates that you want. So if you did want to go ahead and change that, just remember Visual Studio 2019. Scroll down to, where was it, line 74 in settings.cpp. Go ahead and change those values. Make sure that you put the comma in, the comma is separated between the values that you want. If you want to remove some, you can go ahead and do that. Build solution. That will output the file back into the original folder that you had the source file and the solution file, under a directory called x64 debug, and there you'll have it. So just thanks for watching this quick little video. Hopefully this was helpful. Take care.